Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Winds of Change. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, Steam. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, we came into the tavern, and that's pretty much it. Actually, we did have to make a decision about what to do with the tavern, which is going to be turned into a barracks in the future, which gave me corruption, as you can see there. But I did kind of look up some things like, corruption isn't totally bad. Though, I don't know. I don't like... I always hate doing the bad things, you know? But, we made this decision. We'll go through with it. Anyways, you. Hey, you, Mr. Guy that stabs me in the gut. How'd you come to join the rebellion?
Shortly after the occupation. The previous leader recruited me. It seems that children with revenge on their minds was in both high demand and supply. I grew up with Dominic and a bunch of other kids our age. They trained us all in war. Ulrich joined a little bit later. He's older and was already trained. As you could have guessed, I lost my family during the occupation. A common tale as of late. But we're finally ready to take on the Triumvirate. We'll take back the future they stole.
Can you tell me about Dominic?
He's a really nice guy, and we've shared a lot of the same struggles. There's no one else I'd rather march into battle with. I mean it. His tactics, his strategy, it's really something else. Watching him on the war table is nothing short of an honor. I can't wait to get an interview with the guy. His story needs to be told. After this all blows over, I'm sure he'll go down in history as a hero.
I guess also he wanted to make this place a barracks too. Hopefully we can trust him. Do you think he's a capable leader?
Did you not hear what I just said? I mean, of course he is. He's the best. Not only capable, but exceeding expectation.
Sorry, I have to click on all the things. Are the other realms and races leadership?
Yeah, and the transition between leaders was pretty seamless. He was close to our previous leader, so he picked up on a lot of stuff. It's almost like he was being trained from the start to take over.
What are his plans when you arrive at Museo?
He's been obsessed with these underground tunnels lately. He wants our headquarters to be hidden and well guarded. I think he's trying to strike a deal with the mayor of Museo. That means the mayor is defecting from the Triumvirate. That's good. We have a huge advantage as long as that secret isn't leaked. But there's something else he's been talking about as well. In the same tunnels he wants to claim, he discovered a spirit idol. A massive one, flowing with unfathomable amounts of energy. I think he wants to tap into it with that blade and use that power. You're living proof that idols can empower people, right? If we could do that to our army, we'd be almost unstoppable.
Do you think we'll take down the Triumvirate?
With the right strategy and that special blade? Of course. I'm just glad that Dominic is the best strategist I've ever seen. Then there's you. I'm not so sure about you yet. With the right training, I think you'll be fine. So that's what we'll do when we get to Museo. Train. And no complaining about the hours. The fate of Alestia is at stake.
How many hours are we talking anyways? Like 12? 7 days a week? Done that.
Oh, sure.
Talk about politics.
What'd you want to talk about?
Lost my family to the occupation. During the occupation too.
Join the club. Almost everybody lost a family member during the occupation. At least it helps you relate to the others. You're not alone in this. I can't imagine tackling this struggle all by ourselves.
Have you enjoyed your time with the rebellion?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's not an ideal place to be, though. If the occupation never happened and my family were here, that'd be better. But you gotta make the best of what you have, so I can't really complain.
Where do you think you'd be without the occupation?
Probably somewhere a lot safer than Museo, working on my next big hit. I'd be a totally different person, too. The last 10 years were spent on training. It's almost impossible to find time to myself, you know? But most importantly, my family would still be here. I always wondered what kind of people they'd turn out to be. So, without the occupation, I'd probably stick by their side.
Were you part of the Exodus raid?
Not really. At least, not in the way you'd think. It was all about reconnaissance for me, staying on the high ground. I mapped out a lot of Balteus, so our leader could come up with a plan. When they raided the Triumvirate's castle, I stayed far behind. They made sure that nobody got in my way, and I mapped the castle too. We're gonna take advantage of that map when we attack them again. I saw the corpse of our leader as Dominic carried it out. It was horrible. After that, he buried it underneath Mazeo in those tunnels he likes. But with that blade and the castle plans, one final attack is all we need.
What do you think about Ulrich?
Well, I've known him for years, and he's never let me down. I don't think I've ever seen someone so strong. He's unbeatable. If he went back to Alarinthia, he could easily become its ruler. But he never gives up the chance to tell us how much he hates it. So, I guess we're stuck with him here on the mainland for a while. I wonder what he'll do once all of this blows over.
Can you trust him to protect us?
Of course you can! I can't think of anyone better. With him by your side, you'll never be in real danger. Don't tell him I said that, though. His ego needs to stay in check.
So if he defeated him in my vision?
Wait, are you serious? Ulrich has a perfect reputation. He's never been bested in combat, and I don't think he ever will. I'll have to chalk that one up to being a simple inaccuracy in your vision.
Yeah. Get a feeling he's hiding something.
Probably just being paranoid. He's a good man. Though I can see why you'd suspect something like that. He's pretty reserved. He doesn't like talking about his past. But trust me, he's a valuable ally to both you and the rebellion. I wouldn't push him away. You'll need him more often than not. Who knows? He may even open up to all of us one day.
You really never seen anybody best him in combat?
Absolutely not. The man sure knows how to use that blade. I sure hope I'm never on the receiving end of his rage. He'll be a key figure in every upcoming battle. I know it. If you want to know for sure, he's always up for sparring. I think the new Rebel HQ will have tons of practice swords. Make sure to tell me if it gets that far, though. I'd love to watch.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a bit of a gambler. I love to take risks and have them pay off. Aside from that, I like to write. I fancy myself an author, I guess. After this war, maybe I'll get to focus on that a little bit more.
What kind of stuff do you like? What kind of stuff do you like to write?
Non-fiction, mostly. I like to chronicle the stories of important people. So, and this is just an example, but yourself and Dominic, you'll go down in history. But you need to be real, not a legend. Like I said, I hope to write more stuff when this war is over. I don't exactly have much time to myself, even on the best of days. It's hard for the other rebels to find time too. I need to eavesdrop.
Sounds like you want an interview, Pro?
Hey now, I'm not hinting at anything like that. I'd rather wait until things die down, to be honest. No offense, but you haven't done anything noteworthy yet.
Fair enough.
Hopefully that will change with time, and then we can talk. But for now, I need to focus on Dominic and the other rebels. Your story has yet to unfold, and as such, has yet to be written.
Do you really think you can chronicle everything?
Not everything. I'd be a fool to try that. Just the important stuff. If that's what I aim for, I'm sure I can get it all. Maybe. I just want to make sure that people's stories are told. Important figures usually become exaggerated legends. I only want to ground them in reality, you know? That way, history remembers who they really were.
Do the rebels seem to mind your spying?
Of course not. I mean, they never see me, so they can't be mad. But I'm not being creepy or anything, just listening in here and there. It'll be a lot easier to do in our new HQ, though. Wait till you see it.
Any juicy secrets or interesting facts about the rebels?
Nothing I can tell you. An author never spills his secrets. If someone else can tell my stories, then what's the point? I take these to the grave. Or at least until I publish them.
Mac, any other hobbies?
I like to cook. Actually, I like it a lot. I'm always in the kitchen. I have to take it easy, though. I used to eat way too much. I was fat.
Fat?
But that's almost a lifetime ago. It only took some practice and self-control. Well, self-control and exercise. I'm always on the move. Aside from that, I like to go to the theater. Plays are great nowadays. That's pretty much it. I'm not the most exciting person, to be honest.
Seems sad enough. You're much bigger than you are right now.
Wait, is that a compliment or an insult? You know what? Don't answer that, actually. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that another way was like, boy, I can't believe you were even fatter than you are right now. Are you down to exercise together sometime?
Absolutely! It's so far to find a workout partner these days. Well, unless your idea of a workout is using practice swords. I prefer using daggers and my fists. I focus on agility. The enemy can't hurt you if you kill them first, right? At least that's what I like to tell myself. I seem useful in combat. I've never had any complaints, and Dominic usually asks for my help.
Can you recommend any good plays?
There's one I really love. It's called A Tragedy in Balteus. The hero works for both the good guys and the bad guys. The good guys find out, and they kill him in cold blood. It turns out he was good all along. He was just using the bad guys. Their hasty choice causes them to lose, and the bad guys kill them all. It's really tragic and ironic. Everything a good story needs.
I feel like that's a hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Because Vision says that he's going to stab us. But then I was also kind of thinking during that time, I'm wondering if that was a fake or something like that. And I'm wondering if it's like, yes, Pro is the rogue that works both sides, and you could like hack him up. But then he is actually working for us. Is there any active theater scenes in Museo?
Yeah, there really is. There's a huge theater, but it's tucked away. Most people never see it since it's right in the middle of the marketplace. But there's a loyal following, and there's always something new to watch. I'd love to be a playwright, but I don't think that's my calling. I think I'm better off letting the masters tell their stories.
Jim, the more plans
I'm not
after
sure,
war.
actually. Maybe I'll focus on my writing career. But I'd need to retire somewhere nice and free of distraction. Museo is just so busy. It's hard to focus on anything. Maybe I'll find someone special and bring them along. This is all up in the air, of course. A lot could change. I probably shouldn't plan it out. I'll play it by ear.
Anybody would you like to retire?
I'd say Valenorth, but I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe Balteus, if I can get used to the cold. It seems quiet there. When the Triumvirate is taken down, we can settle there for once.
Click. Seen anybody right now?
Oh my, are you asking for yourself? Either way, the answer is no. I haven't had time for that. Love and war don't mix together, unless the formula is a tragedy. Whatever you feel like doing. We'll be free and capable of anything. Far be it from me to tell you how to live your life. Do your thing.
It was in recommendation of what I should do after. How long have you been in Pellegrino?
I've been here for a couple weeks, much to Domic's dismay. He wanted me to bring the blade to Valenorth and get you immediately. I guess maybe he thought the attack was going to happen right away. An outsider marching into Valenorth with a weapon would be a bad idea. That's why I wrapped it up and gave it to Zamira to keep safe. I knew Milas would give it to you, and you'd come here eventually. I knew we had spare time, so I decided to play it safe. Besides, Peregrino is a pretty cool place. Aaron sure is fun to hang out with.
Do you think I'm mad that you disobeyed?
Probably not. I mean, it all worked out for the best. I got to relax here too, which is really hard to do these days. Overall, I wouldn't be concerned. It's such a minor change. He's capable of adapting, which is why he sent Ulrich here as well. The fact that Ulrich is calm speaks volumes. Domek isn't mad. If he was, I'd be in the middle of a huge verbal lashing right now.
So what did he do to disobey? Tell him about Aaron in this place?
The rebellion needed a neutral location between Mazeo and Valenorth. It's pretty much the same distance away from both nations, after all. They held meetings here and conducted business free of geographical bias. It was especially important during the early days of the rebellion. The alliance between Valenorth and Mazeo was rocky at best. You guys weren't exactly open to forming treaties with outsiders.
What are your thoughts on converting this to a barracks?
I think it's a pretty good idea if you want to resettle Valenorth. Any future attackers will have to march right past Peregrino. Can't think of a better use than to station a capable army here.
Like, I'm thinking of resettle, you know? I hate that the game's like, that's corruption. What do you think about the Triumvirate?
Not much, to be honest, but probably more than most. I pride myself on picking up weird information. And if you're talking weird, they really fit the bill.
And tell about their history.
Their rule goes really far back. Like, we don't know about a time without them. A lot of people in Alestia consider them gods and say they created our world. But there's no way to know for sure. They never answer questions like that. It's really rare that they come out of their chambers. I've never seen it happen. And I'm starting to wonder if I ever will. I bet that's where we'll take them down. We've tried to lure them out, but it never works. They see right through our tricks.
Where do they come from?
I wish I could tell you. Nobody knows, and they'll probably never tell us. They'll probably take that secret to their ever-nearing graves.
How old are they?
How old is our world again? Yeah, they're that old. They've been here since the dawn of time. I wonder how we'll kill people so strong.
Yeah. What do you think they look like?
We have no idea. We just know about their cloaks. They're given an affectionate nickname, White Cloaks. They wear these beautiful white robes trimmed with gold. Kind of like that blade you've got on your back. Leads more credence to the theory that they created it. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Being killed by their own creation.
Are they really gods?
I'm not really sure that gods exist. At least, not in the conventional sense. It's almost like that blade is a god. It has the ability to repurpose our spiritual energy. That's how they make their army, right? Maybe they used it to gain immortality, too. If that's true, then where did the blade come from? I'm terrified just thinking about it. What is that thing?
Do you think they're truly evil?
I don't think any ruler is truly evil. The needs of a world and its people are always changing. I think they're out of touch on what Alestia needs right now.
It's a different face. I've never seen it before.
In their heads, I'm sure they consider themselves good. I'm sure they have a reason for all the terrible things they've done. I know the rebellion sure does. Our hands aren't exactly clean.
Where do you think they got this blade?
Either they made it or they found it. Both options are terrifying. If they found it, that means it came from somewhere. Another world, even. In that case, how many worlds, how many people were victim to its power? On the other hand, if they created it, they must be almost unstoppable. If they made it on their own, then by logic, they have to be stronger than it. Doesn't exactly fill you with confidence to march against them, does it?
Do you think Alessia will be better off without them?
It seems like it, but there's no way to know for sure. We've never been under anyone else's lead, right? I imagine it'll be chaotic at first until we figure things out. It's not a turnkey operation. We're talking about ruling a world. Domek, or whoever ends up taking charge, will have to learn a lot. After that, we just have to hope that the people accept new rulers.
This is so much information to take in. Time? 19? Okay. Well, let's see how this works out.
Can you believe Domek's nerve? Don't worry. He knows what he's doing. He wouldn't act outside of Alestia's best interests. Whatever he's planning, I trust him.
Even if it means losing my tavern?
I can't change my outlook. Sorry.
Alright, at least you can relate to me a little. Without Valenorth, your job is gone too.
Yeah, looks like we'll both be unemployed. Maybe we could look for a new job together. We're all going to Museo, right?
It's the closest place to go, but I think the pirates have the monopoly on that place. You think the new Rebel HQ will have a tavern at all?
Beats me, but I know Museo has one. When we get there, how about we scout it out? Start looking in your comfort zone, and then branch out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks, Zamira. You're a good guy. I hope you can find a new job as well.
I might ask Damek if he has any openings. I don't need money, just food and a place to live. He's offering that to everyone from Valenorth.
I guess he really is a nice guy, but he's taking Peregrino away from me. It's hard to side with someone like that, you know?
I understand. Don't worry. Everything will work out. We'll need more barkeeps when this is all over.
Really?
Yeah, of course! Imagine the celebrations when we win! This isn't permanent. You'll be fine.
Also, here's the thing. Like, this place might still be like a bit of a, stopping point between Valenorth and Museo, but this place is going to turn into a barracks. Barracks are full of soldiers. Also, this place is in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. It's like, you look at the map, there's not much in the area. So, a whole bunch of soldiers, far from any other entertainment. What kind of place do you think they'd like to go to? You seriously can't save, some areas for drinking? Like a makeshift area? I don't know. It's like this place is gonna go dry. Who do you think's gonna... Yeah, I don't know. Jesus. Anyways.
Hey, you were working with the Cirrus?
Yeah, something like that. It lasted all a couple hours.
What do you think about her?
I honestly have no idea. It's hard to believe that our fate rests upon one person. I don't think I could put my faith in somebody that way.
Why not?
It's a big gamble, isn't it? Too risky.
Yeah, but faith is all about risk. You believe in spite of overwhelming odds. You fight, even when everything tells you to stop. You don't have to agree, but it's true. Without faith, the rebellion wouldn't even be here. Alestia would remain under the Triumvirate's grasp forever.
You have a point, Ulrich. It's impressive that you've come this far.
And we still have a long way to go. But we won't get there if people don't believe. Have a little faith in us, alright, Zamira?
Well, I can't say no to that. Just don't let me down, alright? When we make it through this, I'm buying drinks.
Heck yeah.
Oh, you mean you aren't buying right now? And here I was, buttering you up for nothing.
Okay, you guys.
Hey, Zamira. It's good to see you again. I was starting to worry you might...
Oh, come on now. There's no need to worry about me. I'd worry about Valenorth. There's no more gate guard.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was your job. I'm glad to see that you got everything done. Did you, happen to touch that sword by any chance?
Absolutely not. I kept it under wraps the entire time. We put it in the Grand Tree for safekeeping.
Whew. Good idea. I'm just really curious. Damek was able to use it, however briefly. And not only that, but he had a vision too.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Didn't you guys find a new spirit idol in Museo?
Yeah, I think he wants to harness it for power. I didn't stop to ask, but it's all he talks about now.
Well, isn't it inside your new HQ?
Yeah, Now that you mention it,
Didn't Damek frequent those underground tunnels? Maybe he was exposed to some level of spiritual energy. At least, enough to let him have a vision or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's a possibility. At least give me that much. That blade challenges all of our understandings.
All right, your theory has merit. It's really odd, but it makes sense. Can you even imagine if it was true?
Maybe that's why Damek wants to harness its power. Giving regular people visions? He'd have an army of seers. There's no way the Triumvirate could fight against that.
Like, the two things that seers can do is hold the sword, which, yeah, if you didn't have something that could use it, then that'd be a problem. And the other thing would be when people sleep, they have visions of the future that may or may not come true and are varying degrees of accurate, as long as they have a scribe to, be with them in it. So, I don't know how effective that would be. I mean, having a seer instead of a non-seer, but everything else is equal, is a benefit, I guess, but still.
Whoa. Hey, how'd you learn about this stuff anyway?
I overheard a few things, that's all. No one is leaking intel or anything.
Good. We can't have any moles. The rebellion, as it is, currently hangs on threads. It's only thanks to that anomalous blade that we stand a chance.
Okay, time to see what other people are doing. Yes. And arranging everything with Damek, Grizz returned to his office. These look like telephone poles. After arranging everything with Damek, he had a lot to do, working with both the Rebellion and the Triumvirate. Although his true allegiance was with the rebels, he had to keep up appearances. That meant trying to strike an allegiance with the most unexpected of factions.
No, Alex, you have it all wrong. I only want you to pretend that you're helping the Triumvirate. When the time comes, you'll turn on them and help Damek instead.
You know Nada will never let this happen, right?
I don't care what she thinks. I'm asking you. I have no doubt in my mind. A battle is coming to Mazeo. The Triumvirate will send their forces here for that new idol. I don't know what they want with it, but we need to strike immediately. You'll meet them at the docks and tell them you've been hired to assist. As soon as you get the chance, you'll sabotage the ships and kill them all. That is, except for one ship. Damek will need one to launch his attack on Balteus.
Alright, I'll humor you for a moment. Even if I play along and your rebellion comes to rule Alestia, they'll lift the trade bans, effectively ruining piracy for good.
Are you saying that he was going to attack a castle with one ship of guys?
Why should I fight to kill my own profession?
There are much better things to do in this world, Alex. I could pay you with anything you wanted, or any job you wanted. Just name it, and I'll make it happen. These are dire times, you know.
I doubt this offer extends to the rest of our crew. I'd love a reward and a new job, but not if it screws them over. They'll be doing the bulk of the fighting, not me or Nada. That is, if I can even convince them to do this. One of our core tenets is that we don't take sides.
Even when the victor is clear?
Even so, during the occupation, we fought for our own survival. Both the Triumvirate and the citizens of Mazeo attacked us.
Huh.
We worked for decades to unite the pirates into what they are today. Doing this will split them apart again. You'll make an enemy out of Nada. She's pretty much the leader, and her influence is immeasurable.
Yeah, I guess that the Triumvirate wanted to take over to get rid of piracy in Honsek.
I'm well aware of that, and I've taken it into consideration. A divide in your numbers will still give me the right amount of men. You can show the rest of the pirates they're on the wrong side of this. Any divide that comes, I'm sure we can mend it. Besides, Damek hasn't said he's going to harm piracy. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal, Alex.
I had to sneeze real hard.
No matter what the deal is, you can't win over everybody. As soon as the Triumvirate falls, you'll have another war lined up. Hell, they might even join the White Cloaks out of spite.
I'm willing to take the risk, but I'll do my best to make sure they're satisfied. There will be a place for everyone in our new Alestia.
Hopefully.
The pirates are in a great position to make demands. As the mayor of Mazeo, I can give you anything you want. There's no way Nada could turn an offer like that down.
Very well. Let's talk terms.
Everybody has very fluffy neck folds. And I guess that's a good time to call it because that's, the end of time. So, end of this Let's Play. So comment, comment how much you like, dislike, tips, or always. If you like me, HUN, like see grow, then please like, subscribe, and share the rest of that grow. Please remember to spend your ammo, step control the pet population. It's kind of funny. Moral didn't change. Purity didn't change. Corruption did change. Oh well. And until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of When Did Change. See ya.